Well, actually, when Ian Anderson bought the estate first, we decided that we'd better drop a plan of what I would like seen done on the farm. With the help of the North of Scotland College of Agriculture, and we're on this 5-year scheme now. Well, it really involves increasing the stock from 1,000 breeding ewes at the moment to 1,600, but hopefully we would be more than that. We'd be up to about the 2,000 mark, with a herd of between 20 and 60 purebred Highland cows. They don't require as much feeding as the other breeds do, and living in a place like Skye, the cost of feeding is so much higher than on the mainland, and for this reason we'd rather take the Highland cow, which might be a bit slower in maturing, but at the same time gives you a good carcass at the end of the day and has cost you less. I think there is a future for fish farming for the simple reason that we seem to be running out of fish stocks in the sea. So obviously, I mean, we've got to look to some other way of producing fish. We put in a test station last August, and we did tests throughout the winter to see just what the waters were like, the temperatures, currents, fouling, so on, oxygen levels were like. And they proved quite successful, and we got the first lot of smolts in late June.
Ironically, where we have our fish farm started was in fact the site of the herring industry on that part of the island. Exactly that same point was one of the old crofters told me his grandfather could remember the herring boats where you could walk across Loch Slapin just by stepping from the deck of one boat to another. There were so many, and of course there's nothing there now except a fish farm with some salmon in it. But you know, maybe 10 years' time you'll be able to walk across Slapin again on on salmon cages. You know, so I mean, I have my models to emulate, and I'm doing it with the best of modern methods, but still with an eye to tradition, which I believe is a very important thing.
I should think in 5 or 6 years' time, I would hope that the estate would be quite a viable proposition by then.
And how much money will he have to put in that time? What are we talking about? Hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands?
Oh, hundreds of thousands.
So 5 or 10 years of pumping money into
I've got to go out to work. You see, I am not the epitome in terms of days of old, but in terms of today's realities, I am the absentee landlord. I mean, the only way that Strathayr can develop is for me to go out and not live in England, but I mean to travel the world to earn the money, to put things right. And I make no apologies for being an absentee landlord. It is the only possible way for the estate, or at least under my ownership, in inverted commas. I think I can safely say that when I play a concert in Boston, you know, my share of the money from that concert, I'm sure the kids who pay their $10 a ticket or whatever would rather see me doing something with the money which, if they care to visit, is for them as well, because they can come and walk the hills or walk down the road just as I can. There is more benefit to be derived, you know, perhaps than me spending the money on a Rolls Royce or building an Olympic swimming pool in my back garden or something, which would be a real bother. I mean, I can't see me polishing the Rolls Royce or cleaning it every Sunday morning. Whereas the hills of Strathayr, the good Lord cleans those for me every Sunday morning. Pours with rain.
We're waiting stone circle until the fourth comes through. Join and pain discord, and the storm watch through. A concert of kings as the white sea snaps, and the heels of soft red whisper in the wee hours I need you. Down by Dunring Hill, on I'll take you quickly. Oh, by Dunring
behind this are not just the potential bad landlords who come in with this idea of owning something, of, you know, abusing it perhaps, but the people who allow them to do so, by which I mean estate agents primarily, solicitors, you know, secondarily, and accountants, and offshore companies who front these individuals. I mean, those are the real traitors. They're very often Scottish firms, and I mean, there should be some sort of restriction placed upon on buying, whether it's foreign or you know, or whatever. I think every landlord who wants to be a landlord should be sent into a room, you know, with 10 pages of foolscap paper and made to write an essay on why he wants to buy this piece of land, you know, and locked away in there until he's come out with it.